Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and today let's make this twisted delicious bread called chocolate Babka bread. It's absolutely decadent and you really want to make this Christmas. Let's get into it. Now in a large bowl I have some all-purpose flour and I'm adding my salt in and mixing that together so it doesn't come in contact with the yeast. And now I'm going to add my yeast in because salt kills yeast and you definitely do not want that to happen to your batter. Now I'm going to add in some sugar and then mix that together as well. Now goes in my warm milk. Now once you add this together, beat in 2 eggs and add that together. Remember, they should be room temperature. Then knead your dough, add in your butter, and then we're going to let this rise. Remember, ingredients are in the description. Now for the chocolate spread, I have some melted butter, some milk, I'm using evaporated milk, and then powdered sugar as well as cocoa powder. I'm going to mix all this together. Once combined, I'm going to add in my dark chocolate chunks and then get this melted on a double boiler until smooth as you can see. Then pop it in the fridge to set and then get out your dough if it's ready. Now dust some flour on your countertop. Remember, it should be clean and I'm using my hands, which are clean also. Now I'm going to dump out my dough, coat it in flour on the front and on the back as well, and then stretch it a little bit with my hands. That's because I do not want to overwork the dough by rolling a lot. Now get your rolling pin and roll out until it stretches to as much as it can stretch. Now comes the fun part. Get your chocolate out of your fridge. It should have set up by now. This is what it looks like. Mine has been sitting out for a while. Now you're going to get a spoon or a palette knife and get this all over your dough. Now this is a very interesting recipe. You might want to try out with your kids or your nephews, niece, whoever would like to make this with you. This is a very interesting recipe, and I also have a lot of recipes up on my YouTube channel. You can use the link above to get to any of them, and of course I have playlists up on my channel as well. You can make any of those beautiful desserts for your Christmas or New Year celebrations. So once you're done with spreading out the chocolate, you're going to begin to roll this as tightly as you can. You can see I'm being really careful because I do not want to touch the chocolate while I'm rolling. Now once you're done, I pinch the edges just to seal up the dough, and now I'm going to get a sharp knife and divide it down the middle. Then I'm going to run the knife in one more time just to make sure I get a clean open cut like you can see right now. Now to braid the dough, I simply place one on top of the other like an X and begin to twist it all round. It's that simple. Then press the end, then repeat the same thing to the other side. This isn't difficult at all. And then tuck in any stray pieces, and then that's it. Now you're going to get your baking pan and then put this in. That is a very messy job. You can definitely see chocolate on the baking sheet, but that's not a problem. So now you're going to let this rise until doubled in size like you can see. You might want to skip back a little to see how much it doubled. Now I'm going to brush this with an egg and milk mixture. You can use only egg, but egg and milk makes it have a darker finish. So if you don't like that, skip the milk and just use egg only with a little bit of water to brush your baked goods before it goes in the oven. Now look at this beauty straight from the oven. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to drench this in simple syrup. Remember, ingredients are in the description box. I am not sparing this at all. You can see I'm putting in enough to get into every crack and side of the bread. This makes the bread extra moist, and you're going to definitely see this once it's cooled down. Now this is our beautiful bread once it's out of the pan and cooled. Let's cut into it. Now I'm just going to cut with my knife and then get an end piece. I definitely don't like an end piece, so I'm going to be going in for another piece. But wait, let's look at this beauty. Now just take a while to admire this gorgeousness. Absolutely delicious, and you definitely want this as a showstopper for your guests this Christmas. If you enjoyed this video tutorial, please subscribe, like, share, comment. This helps the channel a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.